What is up, everybody? It's Moverse TV here today, and we have to talk about this news story from Deviation Games. Now, if you have no idea who Deviation Games are, you're not alone, because I didn't really know who Deviation Games was until this story dropped, to be honest. This is a newer studio that makes exclusive games for Sony. And the big story with this is that the game director for the past year, Jason Blundell, has left the studio, and he's the game director at Deviation Games. So whatever game they were working on, he was in charge, and he just left. He just up and left. So they didn't really say why he left or what. They didn't really go into detail to why he left, but he left the studio. Now, the main reason why this is important, or why this is really a story, because each time the Xbox people leave an Xbox made studio, or there's like a delay or something, they always say that there's trouble afoot. The roof, the sky is falling. There's development hell. Everything is going wrong that could possibly go wrong with an Xbox-based studio. So now that it's on a PlayStation studio, it's going from a PlayStation studio side where a game director is leaving. Is this in development hell? Is Sony not managing their studios properly? Is that same narrative that these guys like to push going to be out there? That the studio is not being managed properly, so they don't know how to manage studios. The same narrative they love to push about Xbox related games. Is that narrative going to be out there? I don't think so. I think a lot of people saw this story. I was like, okay, man, moving on about their day. But what is an Xbox related property? It's big news. It's headlines. It's Xbox. Xbox is going downhill. Phil Spencer needs to be fired. But I don't think the same energy is going to be shared here, to be honest. I don't think the same people who report on Xbox, people leaving Xbox like studios like 343. Only people are gonna post about this, but they're not gonna talk about this whatsoever. So, as usual, but this guy says development hell. Sounds like probably didn't like the way Sony was overseeing the project. This reminds me of the initiative. Welp. To be honest, like I said, I don't really care. I think a lot of players kind of like what most people think. They just don't really care. But it's just ridiculous how if this was the Xbox studio, there'd be a lot of people, YouTubers making stories about it, trying to get anything they can to say how Xbox is. People can't manage studios over there, but because this is a Sony studio, it won't be talked about at all, really. So he created the studio and then left pretty much. Bro, what and why? Yeah. Why did he leave before they even released a game? Who knows? Let's look at some more tweets. This guy says Sony is sticking up the joint again. Wow. Yeah, about Jason, the person who started the studio and just left the studio. Welp. Not gonna lie, this is freaking hilariously bad look for you. It was literally his studio, LMFAO. Like a rat's abandoned a sinking ship. That's a plot twist and a half. Yeah. This is just wild. This is some kind of wild news that the guy who made the studio, he just up and just left. I mean, like, we don't know what the reason is. It could be like some serious reason, but we don't know. But I don't know. It just sounds kind of crazy. This guy just left. So this guy left Deviation Games Studio before even teasing the first game. This isn't a good sign. Y'all haven't even put out a game yet, and y'all already lost y'all lead dev. Yeah, it's definitely not looking good at this point, like, to be honest. This would be such an issue for the studio if their whole marketing plot up to this point was revolving around Jason. I feel not many people will stay to watch what the rest of the studio does with their time rather than, show anything game related. Yeah. Honestly, no idea what's going up with Deviation and Blundell at the moment, but if you're excited for what they were cooking up, I think you still should be. It's the same post they mentioned that they required even more talent for the team. This was never just riding on this one guy, okay? But you made the studio. That is definitely crazy. That's some interesting stuff right there. That's definitely kind of wild. Just saying, a co-founder of Haven Studios left the studio 1 month before Sony announced the Haven Studio acquisition. Is Sony about to buy Deviation Games? Well, that's shocking. Departures happen all the time, but I would love to know why. Yeah, at the end of the day, like I'm being honest, like I'm being truthfully honest, I don't really care. To be honest, I don't really care. This guy leaves. Oh well. I was like how it goes at each and every job. People leave, people come in. It's just like how that's how every other job works. But with the gaming industry, like I said, with gaming industry and Xbox in particular, when people leave their job at Xbox or Microsoft, people make a big deal out of it for no reason. For no reason. It's just dumb. But I think it's even kind of dumb to make a big deal about this too. Like we don't know what's in store for this game. Like, so the guy left. Like they got more people to replace him. So I mean, we don't know if this is gonna be a good thing or a bad thing. Only time will tell. So that's all I really got on this, to be honest. Like once again, I kind of don't really care. Like it's like I said, people come and go with jobs all the time. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Um, the whole purpose of this, I guess, video was to see the same people who usually talk about when people leave these studios. Are they gonna have the same energy towards a Sony-related exclusive project that was being worked on? Are they gonna talk about this in the same light? I don't think so, but definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like for this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.